everyone, it's Gweakles. Happy Inktober. Tonight is the 5th night of October, and today for my prompt for myself, I am going to be doing Edward Scissorhands. Most importantly, I'm going to be trying out Dr. P.H. Martin's Black Star Waterproof India ink in matte for the first time. I've used black ink before in my pieces. Just the basic ones and like the Liquitex before, but as many of you know, Dr. P.H. Martin's stuff comes in very high regard and with a very positive review. A lot of people use his watercolors. I've never used his watercolors. I would like to someday, but right now I don't really have the money and there's no reason for it because I have so many tubes and the tubes are way cheaper. But anyways, I treated myself for Inktober and I got myself the inks. So I really wanted to try and concentrate on doing mostly black and white and then just a couple of washes if necessary. And just my theme this year, I've never done a theme before, I've kind of just done whatever. I chose to do Tim Burton-esque things, so whatever he's had his hand in and you know may have had something to do with. I created a prompt list for myself, or I wrote down a bunch of stuff, and hopefully that'll last me a month. If not, just prepare yourself for a bunch of Nightmare Before Christmas stuff. But anyways, so tonight, of course, I am drawing the ever lovely, ever sad Edward Scissorhands. The ink is very, very strong, and I really loved just playing with it and messing with it and just really making a mess and having fun. It is very hard to dilute, and especially like if you're trying to get variants. That's why I got a little pan from Walmart, actually, little disposable pan and some water to constantly clean, and various size brushes, so I can experiment and do the lines and like make points of blackness and whiteness and do some details and just get going. You'll also notice that I am recording the video, recording the video and editing it a little bit differently than normal, just to try a couple things out, specifically because the size of this piece is small for my convenience for Inktober, to make sure that I can get everything done and not have to worry about filling up a big page. But anyways, if you notice some things different, you'll notice I'll be going for different angles, and I'll be showing you different things instead of just showing you from one angle and the whole piece sped up. But what I really liked about this piece was that I could get messy and feel free, and just the ink was so much fun. I really want to practice with this more, maybe with like something less detailed, and maybe with something where it's very clean and precise, and where like the black and whites, there's a very distinct, piece of black and a very distinct piece of white, other than like all the details in his suit, or all the details for his hands, or his little paper art that he made, and then the bushes that I'll get into. But again, I'm just practicing, drawing and composition and just having fun. But this has been amazing. I'm trying not to look at everybody else's Inktober pieces so I don't get discouraged, because everyone is making some really cool stuff and I'm looking at my sketchbook like, this is garbage. Don't do that to yourself. But this was a lot of fun. I always have fun drawing Edward. Even if he's sad, I'm gonna have to watch this movie again. And Sleepy Hollow. God, if you haven't seen Sleepy Hollow, I hadn't seen that movie in a long, I never saw it until last year when Ari, or Ursula Decay, told me about it, and I was like, oh my goodness, I must see it. And it's pretty good. It's one of Burton's highly underrated. I can't believe I hadn't heard about it before. But anyways, this ink is amazing. Obviously I could have more control if I was more patient with it. This is when it's been diluted a lot, and that is still a lot of black pigment right there. Just woof. Just the little bushes behind him, because he cuts up the bushes and all that other stuff. I was gonna do something a little bit more elaborate with the bushes, but then I was like, I'm just gonna focus on Eddie. But it was a whole lot of fun making texture. Oh gosh, yes, the texture was so great. You guys know I am a fiend for texture. And then just cute little bat paper doodles, even though that's from Call Out to Nightmare for Christmas, because Jack tries to cut out a little snowflake thing it would do, and he makes bats instead because that's what he's meant to do. But just little tiny details there for his eyes. I tried to lighten up the pigment a little bit to, you know, get a feel for like what it looks like in the detail. It does brown a little bit. I wonder if that's due to, you know, as much water as I use, or how dirty my water is, or the kind of paper I'm using, which is a Staedtler mixed media, and still really good paper. Really love it a lot. But of course, finishing off with some white Sigma Uniball gel pen, just for some details, and going over his scars and such, and his hair, which is so messy and fun. But yeah, I'm really having a blast with this Inktober. I hope you guys are too. Hope you like this video, and I hope you guys are having an amazing week. I will see you next time. Bye bye.